All right, now the class of today is class number 2. And apart from the other pronunciation that we're going to be learning, remember that the first thing that we have to understand are the phonemic sounds. So when we talk about a language, when we have to understand a second language, we have to understand the basics of the language itself. So
Okay.
when we're talking about the basics of the language, we have to understand what kind of language we're going to be learning. So on today's class, we're going to use the most commonly language used, the most commonly idiom sounds. So
Okay.
yes.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. So on these sounds, we are going to be practicing the phonemic chart. So the phonemic chart is something very old. Some people used to use it a lot. Now people don't get along with it, but it's the best way to learn the way words are pronounced. So the best words are pronounced is how we're going to be pronouncing the sounds. So repeat after me. Phonemic chart.
Phonemic chart.
Very good. A phonemic chart, there you have the explanation in Spanish, but it's going to be how we're going to be acquiring the sounds of the words in English. In Spanish, we only have 5 vowel sounds. A, E, I, O, U. Simple as that, right? But in English, we're going to have basic vowels and we have complete vowels. So on the complete vowels in English, we're going to have more than 27 sounds. Okay, so that's why we don't use any kind of symbol or anything in any word, because we're going to be pronouncing every word by the sound of it. Okay, so how do we review the sound? It depends really how we're going to be using the sound. So let's learn some of the symbols and let's learn some of the pronunciation. So
excuse me.
yes.
Can you come back, please?
Yes, no problem. So the phonemic chart is here.
Okay.
It's don't worry, I'm gonna also give you the presentation, but it's just an explanation of what I'm saying right now in English so you can understand in Spanish.
Okay, no problem.
So the phonologists, the linguists, we use in any language a phonemic chart. So the best way to understand the language is through the phonemic chart. So always review how the sound goes, always review how it's pronounced, so we can continue and learn in any place. So you can learn French, you can learn German. Okay, that's what we need, especially, for example, when we are learning for a meeting, when we're learning to infiltrate in a country. So we need to understand real quick the language. What's the best way to do it? We learn the phonemic sounds. Okay.
Very interesting.
Yes. So repeat after me. P sound.
Can you repeat, please?
P.
P. Okay.
Okay, no, it's softer. It's P.
P.
No, that's Spanish. So we're gonna use
P.
P, exactly. Then
P.
pronounce
Okay.
after me. Pat.
Pat.
Very good. Then repeat after me. B.
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 And we pronounce bat.
Bat.
Very good. Then we use the T symbol and we see the pronunciation, which is top. Again, pronunciation top.
Top.
Very good. Then we go with D sound. D.
D.
Very good.
D.
Then we use dog.
Dog.
Then we use ka. Ka.
Cat.
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 Very good. Then we use
Cat.
sound and we say dog.
Dog. Okay.
Right. Then when we have a question in English, we say huh. Again, pronunciation huh.
Ha.
Huh.
Ha.
Again huh.
Okay, can you repeat, please?
No problem. We say huh.
Ha.
Closer. In Spanish, for example, we say eh. ¿Qué pasó?
Huh?
But in English, we're going to use huh.
Ha. Okay.
Explode. So say again.
Ha.
Huh. Again. Huh.
Ha.
Huh.
Ha.
Very good. Again.
Ha.
Huh.
Okay. Ha.
But like a question. Say it like a question. Huh.
Ha.
Huh.
Ha.
Nope. Again. from the top of your on your lungs. You're gonna say huh,
Ha.
and put it here in the nose. Huh.
Ha.
Now, again,
No.
say
Ha.
more like a que, like when we say que, but now change the e sound for an a. Say huh,
Ha.
huh.
Ha.
We're gonna practice.
Okay, I practice. Okay.
You will
Ha.
practice that. Okay. Then repeat after me. E sound. E. E.
E.
Very good. Now, if you have a pencil, please. If you have a pencil, well, I don't have a pencil right now. But if you have a pencil, take a pencil. Do you have a pencil? A pen? Anything?
Yeah. I need. No, déjame.
I need a pencil as well. Where are my pencils?
No, no tengo.
No, me neither. Okay, put your finger here. This is your finger, right? So put your mouth here and say hit,
Hit.
hit,
It.
hit. Your
It.
lip. This is your
Uh-huh.
lip. This is
Yeah,
your
yeah,
lip,
yeah.
and it should push. It should push your lip. So
Uh-huh.
say hit.
Hit.
Very good. Then we say bet.
Bet.
Very good. Then we say bat.
Bat.
Excellent. Now we
Bat.
say a long sound, a long vowel sound, which is ah.
Ah.
Very good. Excellent. Then we have caught.
Cut.
Then we have not.
Not.
Very good. Then we have booed.
Boot.
Very good. Then we have caught.
Cut.
Very good. Then we go from the next one. And the next one is going to be shh. When we go quiet, shh. Then we say measure. Again, measure.
Measure.
Very good. Very good. Then we say
Measure.
hat.
Hat.
Excellent. Then we say let.
Let.
Very good. Always identify the symbol. Try to identify the symbol with the sound. Then we go red.
Red.
Very good. Then we go we.
We.
Excellent. Then we go you.
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 All right. Very good. Good
You.
pronunciation. Excellent. Now let's go with M as in mum.
Mom.
Mum.
Mom.
Right. Then we have not.
Not.
Very good. Then we say long.
Long.
Then we have fish.
Fish.
Excellent. Then we have view.
View.
Then we have thin.
Then.
Very good. Look at this symbol. Very careful with this symbol because it's sometimes we forget this symbol. And with this symbol, it goes continually. It comes and goes. Okay. So again, we say thin.
Then.
Very good pronunciation. We call this sound a fricative sound. Why we call it a fricative? Because it goes through your mouth. Okay. Then we use that.
Sorry?
That.
That.
So it's fricative with dentals. So we use the dents and then we go and explode in the mouth. So we say
that.
Right.
That.
Again.
That.
Very good. Excellent. Now the fricative alveolar sound when we say C.
C.
Very good. Excellent. Now the fricative alveolar sound is z, like if it will be a V and we only pronounce zoo.
Zoo.
Very good. Excellent. So now that you know the sounds, now we're going to pronounce with some cybersecurity terms. Okay. Now let's use these cybersecurity terms and see how you pronounce them. You pronounce them by yourself. Number one.
Fishing.
No, incorrect. It's going to be an F sound.
Fishing.
Fishing. So let's look at the phonemic chart. Let's look at the phonemic chart.
Entonces no está.
And in the phonemic chart, how do we use the F sound? It's not here. See, as it's not here, so we're only gonna pronounce like the sound itself. So the sound itself, you're always gonna check how it's here. For example, fish,
Fish. Ah, okay.
fish. You see, it's different. So look at this again, fishing.
Fishing.
Look at the pronunciation. When you go fishing to catch a fish, it's with an F sound. And when we talk about cybersecurity, it's profound, and we say fishing.
Please repeat.
Okay, look at this. Here we have a fish, you know?
Fish.
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 But you keep the sound. So we say fish. Again, fish.
Fish.
In English, especially American English, cybersecurity terms are different in the pronunciation. So on the pronunciation here, look at it. It's a PH sound. It's not an F. You see?
PH.
It's not an F sound. So as it's not an F sound, we're going to say fishing. So we go louder and we say fishing.
Fishing.
Exactly.
Fishing.
Number two.
Okay. Fishing.
Very good. That's a correct pronunciation. Number two.
Fish. Okay. Malware.
No, malware.
Malware. Malware.
Right. Check at the phonemic chart. It's M sound. So you go backwards and you check the phonemic chart. It's M, so we say So then we go with the other sound. The other sound is here.
But but.
Exactly. It's like that. Very good. So
malware.
Always have to be careful with this. Again, malware.
Malware.
Exactly. Then ransom.
Ransomware.
No, again, ransom.
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 Where?
Ransomware.
Very good. Again?
Ransomware.
No. Ransomware.
Okay.
No, again. You can do it. Ransomware.
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 Ransomware. Ransomware.
That's correct. Again, ransomware.
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 Very good. Again?
Okay. Ransomware.
Very good. Then we
say
say
ransomware. Okay.
Next.
Botnet.
Botnet.
Botnet. Bot.
Again, botnet.
Botnet.
Right. DDoS.
DDoS.
Right. Not those.
No. Okay.
That's the incorrect pronunciation for people that don't know English, don't understand cybersecurity. So again, it's DDoS.
DDoS.
Right. 0 day.
0
day.
0 day.
Right.
0 day.
Rootkit.
Rootkit.
Very good. Spoofing.
Spoofing.
Worm. Trojan. Backdoor. Exploit. Very good. Again, number one.
Phishing. Okay. Malware.
Again, malware. Right.
Ransomware.
Very good.
Botnet.
Right.
DDoS. DDoS.
Also, some people pronounce DDoS. It's okay, both of them. All right. But always make sure you hear it's double DOS, DOS, or those. But never pronounce DOS. Never DOS.
Okay.
Never DOS.
Okay.
Never. Then again, 0 day.
0 day.
0.
0 day.
Almost. Again, 0 day.
0 day.
0 day.
0 day. 0 day.
Right. Rootkit.
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 Spoofing.
Spoofing.
Worm.
Worm.
Trojan.
Trojan.
Backdoor.
Backdoor.
Exploit.
Exploit.
Very good. Again, phishing.
Phishing.
Malware.
Malware.
Ransomware.
Ransomware.
Botnet.
Botnet.
DDoS.
DDoS.
0 day.
0 day.
Rootkit.
Rootkit. Rootkit.
Rude.
Rootkit. Root.
Double O, so we pronounce rootkit.
Rootkit.
Spoofing.
Spoofing.
Worm.
Worm.
Trojan.
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 Backdoor.
Backdoor.
Exploit.
Exploit.
Very good. Again, number 1.
Phishing, malware, ransomware.
No, ransomware.
Ransomware.
Again,
Ransomware.
from the beginning. Number 1.
Yeah, okay. Phishing,
Right.
malware, ransomware,
Yes.
botnet, DDoS.
Right.
0 day.
0 day.
0 day. Rootkit. Spoofing.
Spoofing.
Spoofing. Worm.
Worm.
Worm. Trojan. Backdoor. Exploit.
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 Very good. Again, from the beginning.
Phishing, malware, ransomware, botnet, DDoS, 0 day, rootkit, spoofing, worm, Trojan, backdoor, exploit. Exploit.
Very good. Now, we're going to understand some of these terms. Now, when we're talking about compound terms, okay? What is a compound term? Some of these words are going to be used with other words. So we call them compound words. So only in cybersecurity, they have a specific meaning. For example, firewall up. It means to strengthen, to do something up. Firewall up. It means to protect. Okay. So we use this expression to say protection. Protect it now. So up means do it now. Okay. So every time you use the word up for something, for example, suit up. This is suit, right? Suit up means do it now. If we use firewall up, it means protect it now. If we only use the words firewall, it means that it's only the protection.
Okay.
Do you understand? Okay, so again, repeat after me. Firewall.
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 More. Again, firewall.
Firewall.
More. Firewall.
Firewall.
Firewall up.
Firewall up.
That's a command. That's an instruction. So when you say firewall, okay, so firewall, it's a protection.
Firewall.
But
firewall
you say
up.
firewall up, it's a command. Do it now. You see?
Instruction?
It's an instruction. See, it's a command. Firewall up now. It means build your firewall. Put it now. Put it up. Put it up. Defend yourself.
Okay.
Protect yourself.
Firewall up.
Again, firewall up.
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 Now, again, from the beginning, firewall.
Firewall.
Separate them. Firewall.
Firewall.
Up.
Firewall up. Firewall up.
Yeah,
Firewall up.
That's the command. Again, firewall up.
Firewall up.
That's it. Again,
firewall up.
That's a command.
Firewall up.
Very good. Then we say
Firewall up.
in the wild. Again,
in the wild.
in the wild. It means that there is a malicious software that is actively attacking systems in the real world. It means out of the labs. Remember that cybersecurity, we have digital labs and then we have things that are actually happening. So when we have a malware that is actively doing something in the outside, then we say it's in the wild. And pronunciation, in the wild.
In the wild.
In the wild.
In the wild.
So when a virus, a malware, or anything has already been processed in the internet services, in a company, or it's already doing its job outside, then we say it is in the wild. Again, in the wild.
In the wild.
In the wild.
In the wild.
So you can say, what happened to the virus? The virus is already on the wild. It means it's outside. We couldn't protect it, so it's already in the field. It's already there. Got it?
In the wild, it's same.
You can
DDoS.
elaborate Spanish.
O sea, un ataque de DOS.
Well, yeah. In the wild means that the contention, that what you provided, the protection that you provided, it's gone. So any protection is gone. It's already in the wild. It means it's already out there. You cannot contain it anymore. It's out there.
Okay.
Do you understand?
In
the wild means that this virus, for example, it's out of control now. So as it's out of control, there's nothing you can do now. It's in the wild.
Okay. This pronunciation is example. Do you remember the cyber attack at Pemex?
Yes, exactly. The Pemex in cyber, exactly. The cyber attack in Pemex, it's already without protection. It's in the wild. But now.
Okay, I understand. In the wild, it's no protection.
Yeah, it's gone. I mean, all the protections that we had, everything that we had before, it's gone. Disappeared.
Excellent. I understand.
Okay. But also, if a virus, for example, COVID-19, right? COVID-19. When it was, let's think about December 2019, on December. Everybody was, COVID? No, what's that? It's in China. No, but probably it's in China. Yeah, it's in China, not in Mexico. Mexico's never gonna be with COVID. When we had the first person in Mexico that was already sick, we said, oh, the virus is in the wild. No protection anymore. It's out there. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Exactly.
Very good. Then
do you remember do you remember the cyber attack economic how do you say economic secretary?
Ministry of Economic Affairs.
Okay. Do you remember?
Again, pronunciation. Ministry.
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 Of Economic.
Ministry of Economic.
Affairs.
Affairs.
So every time you want to use relaciones, Secretaría de Relaciones Exteriores, foreign, ministry, affairs. Relación.
Okay. Ministry of Affairs.
Very
okay.
good.
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, that cyber attack was ransomware.
It was a ransomware, right?
Ransomware encrypt different information.
And it encrypted. Remember, now encryption is always remember this. Always remember. Most, it means the majority of the verbs from cybersecurity are regular verbs. So we are only going to include ed at the beginning or at the end. So we say, in this case, it's encryption. Encryption, encrypted.
Encryption. Okay.
Always. So you don't say, what is the past of encrypt? It's encrypted. Very simple. Okay. So we say again, encrypted.
Encrypted.
Very good. Yes, it encrypted all the information.
Okay. How do you say ataque de fuerza bruta?
Brute force.
Brute force. Okay. Do you know Kali Linux?
Yes.
Hydra? Do you know Hydra?
Hydra.
Hydra. Do you
Hydra.
know?
Hydra.
Hydra. Hydra. Okay. Thank you. It's okay.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, that's one of the things. So when the virus, it's no longer there, it's not only Hydra. Hydra was already there infecting many computers. So it's already in the wild. It means that you cannot stop anymore the virus or the attack.
Okay.
Got it?
It's okay.
Good. Now repeat after me.
Got it.
Catfish.
Please, can you repeat?
Number 3, catfish.
Catfish.
Very good. What is catfish? Okay. A cat and a fish are different, right? Very different. So it's impossible to combine a cat and a fish. It's impossible. So as it's impossible to combine a fish and a cat, so on the American way to say things is that that's impossible. It's a lie. It's fake. It's not real. So we say catfish, pronunciation catfish.
Catfish.
That's the whole meaning. So that's why we say catfishing, because catfishing means that it's impossible. It's a scam. Pronunciation is scam.
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 It's a fraud. It's something that is not real. Again, pronunciation
No,
catfish.
real. Catfish.
For example, oh, a beautiful person in the net. Oh, I'm a very beautiful, very excellent person. And then I go to the Starbucks, I meet a person at the Starbucks, and it's a horrible person. It's catfish. Okay, it was a scam. It's not real. She said it was a blonde girl, American woman, and I see an ugly fat woman. That is catfish.
Catfish. Okay.
Okay, very good. Again, pronunciation, catfish.
Catfish.
Very good. To create a false identity online to scam others. Okay.
Scam.
Scam. Scam. Engaño.
Scam.
Scam.
Okay. Okay. Other identity for online for scam others.
Scam.
Okay.
A sound. Scam.
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 Very good. Scam.
Okay.
It's an insult. It's shit. So that's careful. You have to say scam, because the scam is a person that it's.
Okay.
Very good. Again, cracking the code.
Cracking the code.
Okay, what is cracking the code? To solve a dilemma, to solve a security software. Okay, so again, pronunciation, cracking the code.
Cracking the code.
To solve a problem of security.
So a problem of the security. Yeah. How do you say descifrar in English?
Decipher. Decipher.
Please?
Decipher.
Decipher.
Right.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Decipher.
Now, listen to number 5. 5 is very different. Listen to the pronunciation. Fishing.
Fishing.
But it's not the same as fishing. This is more strong. It's stronger. Fishing. Fishing. Short. Concrete. Small.
Fishing. Come back.
Fishing is a short sentence. It's fishing. And here there is no. It's long, and we say fishing.
Fishing.
Right. Like Philadelphia. We say Philadelphia. We say Philip, and we expect to say the word
fishing.
Like that. Again.
Fishing. Fishing.
My name in English, Felipe, it's Philip. So we said Philip. It's long sound. It's Philip.
Okay. Philip.
Very
fishing.
good.
And the other, fishing.
And the other is just very concrete, and we say fishing.
Fishing.
Fishing for information.
It's different. Okay.
They're different. Very different. One thing is to fish for information, and one thing is the malware called phishing.
Yeah.
Different.
Wow, it's excellent. I understand. It's excellent, teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, so we said fishing for information is to look for confidential information by a scam, what we call social engineering. Ingeniería social is part of the phishing information technique.
Wow. Oh, it's excellent. Okay.
Now, next, repeat after me. Clean as a whistle.
Clean as a whistle.
Again, clean
Clean
as
clean as
a whistle.
A whistle.
Again, clean as a whistle.
Clean as a whistle.
Clean as a whistle.
Clean as a whistle.
Very good. It describes that a system or software has been completely free of malware or vulnerability. So it's perfect. So we say the software, the system is clean as a whistle. It means that it's perfect.
Describe a system of software. He's free, completely
of malware
completely
or any vulnerability.
Malware vulnerability. Okay.
Yeah. Very good. Then we say under the hood.
Under the hood.
Okay. So what's the meaning of under the hood? Okay, it's a different terminology, it's a different sound, and means to go beyond what the user can expect. Okay, so the user, like me, I don't know about computers, just normal stuff, but in the end, there is another positioning, there is another way to infiltrate. So we say that is a secret door. So that secret door, that examination, that investigation, we call it, is a very profound, deep investigation. We say under the hood. Again, pronunciation, under the hood.
Under the hood.
Very good. So it means that you're going to check everything from the system from beginning out. You're going to check everything in the system.
Okay. Under the hood. Okay.
Exactly. Very good. Now repeat after me. Locking down.
Locking down.
It means to reinforce the security under a threat. Let me explain. When the attack comes, okay.
Instruction, locking the down. Locking down.
Again, locking down.
Locking down.
Yes.
Is instruction?
So sorry?
Is a instruction?
Yeah, it's an instruction. Yeah, sure. So you say lock down everything. Lock down everything. It's a command. The command is lock down.
Lock down. Locking down.
When we say locking down, so hey, Oscar, what are you doing? I'm locking down the information. I'm locking down the system. So when you lock down the system, it means to increase the security. Okay. So if you have one firewall, you increase another firewall or another system.
Okay.
Okay. Again, pronunciation.
Locking down.
Very good. Then on the front lines.
On the front lines.
Right. Again.
On the front lines.
On the front lines.
On the front lines.
Very good. What does that mean? Is to work directly in preventing a threat or any kind of menace to the cybersecurity. So it means that you work on cybersecurity. You're the first responder. Okay. So we say, where do you work? I work on the front lines. I am the first tech support, the first responder that is
cybercontrol.
Exactly. That is on cybersecurity. Yeah.
Okay. On the front lines is same cyber contingent.
Contingent, yes, sure. It's a cyber contingent.
Okay.
Yes,
Cyber
sure.
contingent intelligence.
Right. Yeah. Very good.
Excellent.
Very good. Excellent.
On the front lines.
So where do you work on the front lines? So where do you work? On the front lines. So it's a contingency. Right.
Excellent. Thanks.
Excellent. Now let's go for, say.
Do you have information, any books about on the front lines? Review?
No, but I can look for some. I can look for some of the information and I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Okay. Then repeat after me. Patch.
Please,
Like
can you repeat?
ouch. Like when you say ouch. Now we say patch.
Patch.
Again, patching up.
Patch. Ding up.
No. Again,
No.
patch
Patch.
things
Things.
up.
Up. Okay. Patch things up.
Again.
Patch things. I repeat. Patch things up.
Now, let's concentrate on things. Again, things.
Thanks. Okay. Patch things up.
Nope. Again, things.
Thanks.
Right.
No.
Again,
Thanks.
things.
Thanks.
My
Thanks.
things. Mis cosas. Things. Again,
Thanks.
things.
Things. No. Thanks.
Right.
Things.
Right. So patch
Patch
things up.
things up.
We need to patch things up. Again,
Patch things up.
it means to implement corrections on a software. Okay. So it's
Patch
also an
things.
instruction. It's a command. A, patch things up. Correct it. Do it again. Do it correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Patch things up is basically about cybersecurity.
Yeah, it's only cybersecurity.
Okay. Okay, it's okay.
Right. Again, patch things up.
Patch things up.
That's right. All right. Next. Then we're going to see a complete instruction. Okay. Now let's repeat after me. MFA.
MFA.
Okay. Now we're going to learn some of the terms more completely. Now with no key code, no nothing. Just learn it. Just see it. Just understand it. Again, multi-factor authentication.
Multi-factor authentication.
A methodology for handling security breaches.
A methodology for handling security breach or cyber attack.
Including the identification.
Including the identification.
Investigation.
Investigation
And remediation.
Remediation
Of the incident.
Of the incident.
Again, a methodology.
A methodology for handling security breach or cyber
Breaches.
attack.
Breaches. Breaches.
Breaches.
Again.
A methodology for handling security.
Handling.
Handling. A methodology for handling security breaches or cyber attacks, including
Yes,
the,
yes.
The identification, investigation.
Identification.
Sorry. The identification, investigation.
Identification. We don't say identification. No, we say identification.
Identification. Okay. Including the identification, investigation, and remediation for the incident.
Of the incident.
Of the incident.
Okay, let's go again. Multi-factor authentication, MFA, a methodology for handling security breaches or cyber attacks, including the identification, investigation, and remediation of the incident. You see how I pronounce? I go up, down, slow, up, down, slow, up, up. So I complete every word. Now you do it.
Multi-factor authentication, MFA.
No. Again. Multi-factor authentication.
Multi-factor authentication.
MFA. All right, continue.
Okay, a methodology for handling security breaches or cyber attack, including the identification, investigation, and remediation of the incident.
Right. Very good. Again.
Again? Okay.
Mhm.
Multi-factor authentication, MFI,
MFA.
MFA. Multi-factor authentication, MFA. A methodology for handling security breaches or cyber attack, including the identification, investigation, and remediation of the incident.
Remediation.
Remediation of the incident.
Yes.
That is okay.
Very good. Then presentation tools can be used as lectures, speeches, reports, or more. You understand that. Now, multi-factor MFA is to understand that the cybersecurity is ready. So passwords, a phone call, anything can be an MFA. So you can authenticate that the person is the person who is supposed to be.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so note, a security system that requires one method of authentication from independent categories of credential to verify the identification. Okay, so again, repeat, a security system.
A security system that requires a security system that requires more than one method.
More than one.
More than one method of authentication from independent categories of credential to verify the
identification.
Identification. Okay, yes, okay.
Yeah, so write it down there, identification. Okay.
Credential to verify the identification. Ah, cierto, claro.
Yes. That's why I need you to print this and then write it up. Okay.
Okay, it's okay.
Very good. So let's use more words, and now let's understand some of the grammar that we're going to be using. The first grammar structure, and the most common that we use, is simple present. Okay, so simple present is very simple. It's for simple things. Simple things are facts, are things that we do every day. For example, I get up. I wash my hair. I take a bath. I brush my teeth. I. What you do every day.
One moment, please. 1 moment. 1 second. It's okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was saying, so it's facts that you do every day. Okay, things that are correct, things that are not correct. So for example, fishing is a strategy. Simple. It's a simple thing. Concrete, small things. You don't say fishing is a technique used by a cyber expert. Is cyber crime, blah, 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 blah. Nah. Simple. Fishing is a strategy. Strategy for making frauds. Simple and simple.
Ah, okay.
Make it short. And then you explain and re-explain and explain. That is not in English. In English, you have to be concrete, you have to be precise, and make it short. Okay?
Ah, okay. Excellent. Okay.
So in this
no
case,
long explain.
So in this case, now we're gonna use another term. Another term is called firewall. Again, pronunciation: fire,
Fire,
wall.
wall.
Firewall.
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 Firewall up.
Firewall up.
Remember? So we say firewall up, defense. Do it now. So let's use the whole sentence in any term. So we use companies.
Companies.
Firewall up.
Companies firewall up
Their networks.
their networks
To protect
to protect
against cyber attacks.
cyber attacks.
Las empresas fortalecen las defensas de sus redes para protegerse contra los ataques cibernéticos. Wow, such a long phrase, right? So let's first identify 3 things in any sentence. First, the subject means the person, yeah, the pronoun, then the verb, and then the complement. Very simple. So the companies are they. Again, pronunciation, they.
They.
The verb in simple form is firewall up. See? So it has to be in simple present.
Firewall up. Okay.
Then the complement is all the other things. Companies firewall the networks to protect against the cyber attacks. Even when we say protect, there is another verb, but it's part of the complement.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
So the auxiliaries we use is do and do not. For example,
Okay.
companies firewall off their networks. That's an affirmative sentence. But what if I have to say they don't? So I say companies don't firewall off their networks to protect against cyber attacks. You see, very simple. So we only use do.
Question.
Exactly, for question or to deny or to say no.
Okay.
Understand? Again, repeat after me. Companies do not
do not
firewall
up their network to protect against cyber attacks.
Very simple. Very good. Now, next. In the wild, malware often becomes more dangerous when it is in the wild. Continue.
I repeat.
Yes.
Malware often becomes more dangerous when it is in the wild.
Very good. So in the expression in the wild, malware, now I understand what's the whole meaning of that. El malware suele ser más peligroso cuando está activo en el mundo real, in the wild, when there is no protection against it. Yes. So now we understand the word in the wild and we understand malware. Again, you do it yourself. Malware.
Malware often.
Often.
Is often, not often, huh?
Well, some people pronounce often, but it's okay to say both. To be honest, it's more correct to say often.
Often. Okay. Malware often becomes more dangerous when it is in the wild.
Well, exactly. So when it's in the wild, it means that it's already out there. Again, malware here, it's a singular. See?
Okay.
So if it's a singular, it only has 3 possibilities. It's a man, it's a woman, or it's a thing.
Things.
Exactly, for things. So we say it. So again, it is the malware, okay? So the malware becomes a singular verb. So it's a singular verb. Every time we need to talk in a singular manner, we're going to include an S to the verb, okay? So we say malware becomes. Again, pronunciation, becomes.
Becomes.
And in this case, to say they don't, we use does not. Again, pronunciation, does not.
Or doesn't, it's okay?
Or doesn't, exactly. Very good. So if we want to deny this sentence, we say malware doesn't often become more dangerous. So we don't include the S because we already have it in does and not. Okay.
Malware doesn't often become
exactly
more dangerous when it is in the wild.
Simple. Very simple. Excellent. Very good. Next. Catfish.
Catfish.
Catfishing.
Catfishing.
Catfishing deceives.
Deceives. Catfishing deceives people into believing
False identities online.
false identities online.
Identities. Identities.
Identities. Online.
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 Again. Catfishing deceives people into believing false identities online. Again.
Catfishing deceives people
Deceives.
Deceives. Okay. Deceives. Catfishing deceives people into believing false identities.
Again, false.
False. Okay. Catfishing deceives people into believing false identities online.
Very good. Very good. Now, the translation.
Pues el catfishing engaña a las personas haciéndolos creer en identidades falsas.
En línea,
Okay.
right? So you see how two words actually make one. And here we have it because it's catfishing. Yeah. But it's an activity person in singular. So we say deceives. So we have to make sure we pronounce the S sound. So
deceives.
The core is only to say deceives plus the complement. So again, catfishing deceives people into believing false identities online. Again.
Catfishing deceives people into believing false identities online.
Identities.
Catfishing deceives people into believing false identities online.
Almost, very close. Now let's go in the first one. Firewall up. Companies firewall up their networks to protect against cyber attacks. Again.
Companies firewall up their networks to protect against cyber attacks.
Very good. Malware often becomes more dangerous when it is in the wild. Again.
Malware often becomes more dangerous when it is in the wild.
Catfishing deceives people into believing false identities online.
Catfishing deceives people into believing false identities online.
Very good. Again.
Companies firewall up their networks to protect against cyber attacks.
Beautiful. Continue. Malware.
Malware often becomes more dangerous when it is in the wild.
Beautiful. Next.
Catfishing deceives people into believing false identities online.
Perfect. Again.
Companies firewall up their networks to protect against cyber attacks.
Beautiful. Next.
Malware often becomes more dangerous when it is in the wild.
No. Again.
Companies firewall up their networks to protect against cyber attacks.
Next.
Malware often becomes more dangerous when it is in the wild.
Then.
Catfishing deceives people into believing false identities online.
Congratulations, you did it very well. That will be the end of the class. I'll stop recording.